Alright guys, BigPoppaTMo here. We are going to be playing a new game, Mortal Online 2. It is an online MMO, full world PvP. It's pretty intense. I've put about 8 hours of time into it already, and I decided to go ahead and do a little video series on it. So we're going to start from the very beginning. This is the character creation screen. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make a character. Now you've got all sorts of different bloodlines, you've got attributes, you've got statistics, you've got all sorts of different options here. Now we're going to do a male character. We're going to do Tindremic provinces. Clade on this one, we're going to do human. And we're going to do Tindramine. Humans are the most versatile race from all of Knave. They offer excessive amounts of attributes, skill points, give them plenty of room for interesting and unique builds. While they will never outclass the other clades in a single category, Tindermean's true power stems from their ability to excel at many things simultaneously. And then it gives you all sorts of different things that they can have. There's way too much stuff for me to really get into here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through just getting this guy set up. Now you can change your bloodline. And I haven't actually gone through all this. I should probably do that. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to just leave straight up Dindermean. Attributes on this one, though, we're going to leave him at 22 years old. We are going to increase our strength by 5. We're going to increase our constitution by 5. Intelligence by 5. Size on this one, we're going to leave him at a 92. I'm going to give him a little bit more intelligence. And then one more in Dex. All right, weight, we're going to leave him as fit. Skin color on this guy. Body hair, we can add some body hair to him if we want. Give him a little chest hair. Now, of course, I'm bald, so we're going to leave him bald, but I also have a beard, so we're going to go with that. They don't actually have a white hair option, which is fine. Now, I had brown hair when I was younger. I have very blue eyes. Face decorations, we could do you can do different tattoos and stuff like that. I'm not going to bother with facial tattoos. Don't want any body tattoos. Starting location, we're going to start in Haven. We're going to name my guy Timorn. That's what Big Poppa T-Mo stands for. Darkwater is my last name. And we're going to go ahead and create him. All right, so we've got a very basic human. A little bit of chest hair, a little bit of facial hair, still bald. Can't really tell that I have blue eyes. And then we're going to go ahead and enter Haven. Now, this is going to bring us into the starter area. The starter area is some place where there is not PvP. You don't have to worry about getting ganked. Once you go to the mainland, though, that is not the case. But this will pretty much guide us through a whole bunch of tutorials on how to do the basics of living. It'll go through the general combat stuff. It'll go through the general crafting stuff and a little bit about crafting in general. But the tutorials don't really hold your hand for very long. Like I said, it does teach you the basics. This game is very, very grindy. If you don't like grindy games, this is not the game for you. If you don't like a lot of running back and forth on certain things, this is not the game for you. Um, if you like games that guide you through everything and tell you how to do everything, this is not the game for you. In my 8 hours of play, the basic tutorials was the only time the game told me basically what to do. Now here's the first tutorial. It tells you how to look at the map and everything else like that. Movement is WASD, left shift to sprint, and M for the map, R to continue, and it says, okay, you can go over here, or you can go over here, and the different things on that. Now, L is your skills. Now, it's actually kind of funny that these are still up here. They shouldn't be. We are going to put the map up there, although we don't really need it. This is the map of everything. So this is Haven, and it tells you the different tutorials that you're going to want to do, and everything else like that. But it doesn't really go into too god-awful much. Now we are starting in Viburnum, and we're going to have to go to the graveyard. We're going to have to go over here. We're going to have to go a couple different places to do things. When you turn over the map, it actually gives you a map of the town, but it doesn't actually show you where you are. So bear that in mind, that while you're doing these things, the map doesn't show you exactly where you are on things. So just keep that in mind. It is very important. All right, so this is also the character screen. I'm going to put my sword up here. X draws your weapon. And we're going to head east first. Now, one of the other things, you start out with no skills, basically. Just like this guy right here. We are basically naked. We're wearing a loincloth and carrying a sword. So we have to go do some things. Now we got to go find the trading dummies, which are out this way. And you'll see that it is highlighted over there for us. Outside the city walls, damage lurks around every corner. Remember that if you die, everything you're carrying will drop to the ground. Yes, you lose everything. Everything on your body, everything in your inventory. It kind of sucks. Alright, before you can engage in melee combat, you need to draw your weapon. You have to do X. So, there we go. Alright. Left mouse button to do the attacks. Hit a trading dummy. Attack from the left. Attack from the top. Attack from the right. Attack from the bottom. Gotta do our charged attack. The combat system in this is pretty clunky. You can perform types of attacks. See, now I've already done all of the different ones, and it basically is just which side you're bringing your mouse from. Block from all the different sides. Now that you know the basics, time test skills against something that fights back. Alright, gotcha. Alright, so we need to go to the graveyard now, which is going to have a whole bunch of freshly risen undead. Now you will spend quite a bit of time here, and I'm going to show you why. Sorry, that was the wrong one. Alright, so from the skill, or from the character screen here, See, we're not wearing anything. We've only got the one sword. We've got all of our different attributes and everything else like that. We have our health, we have our stamina, we have our mana. I'm not a magic caster, so I don't have to worry about that. Uh, but when you come here to clade gifts, this is the stuff that these are like your skill tree. Uh, what you need is you need 100 points per level, 100 for the first one, 120 for the second. So we actually need to get 220 clade points to get 2 levels of skills before we can even leave the starter area. Why that's so important is the place to get the clade gift points is killing these guys. So if you're trying to get out of Haven, if you're trying to get out of the starter area, you're going to need to kill a lot of these guys. They're going to drop for every one that you kill solo, you'll get 2 points. If you team up with somebody else to kill them, you'll get 1 point. So you may end up having to kill 220 of them with somebody else, or 110 of them just to get out yourself. All right, basic combat, got it. Many ways to regain health. Use your resting skill, that's with the L. So it says hit the L to continue. Right click on resting and you will go ahead and sit down. All right. Now we've got parry. We're going to have to parry some of the attacks. Got it. We've already done that skill. This is the vendor. Now this is the super, super convenient thing about the graveyard. This guy right here is where you're going to be selling some things. So the fact that he's right next to the graveyard is super, super convenient. Now we actually need to parry some attacks, which sucks because I'm not a big fan of parrying. But we're going to come up to this first, fresh Walking Dead, and just play whack-a-mole. See, I hate parrying attacks. Ouch. Parried that one. Oh, I have to do counter strikes. Now the other thing is when you're sorry, I gotta make sure I don't die on this one. You need to charge your attacks too so that you do the most damage. If you just use the mouse button, it's not going to give you the best one. Now they drop loot, so we're going to go ahead and do this real quick. And we're going to pick these up. Now that one took half of our health off. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. And we're just going to go ahead and rest. This one we're actually going to move to our action bar as well. And since our resting skill sucks, we have to actually rest to get better skills. It's hard to see, but in the lower left-hand corner, there's a bunch of scrolling text going by for chat and everything else like that, and it's telling us that our resting has now gone up to 5. The longer you rest, the more you rest, the better your resting skill, the more rest you get. Everything basically just sits there and continues to stack up. Top left corner, you can see my health is slowly creeping up. Now, going into your inventory while we've got a second to sit here, we picked up the fresh walker head. We could sell this to this guy over here. We also picked up 13 copper coins and a bunch of Walking Dead carcasses. Now, what you can do with this is you can right-click on this and then hold that to butcher, and it will give you different materials. It gives us bone tissue. Now bone tissue you can use for cooking as well. But what we actually want to do is we want to use this guy, and we're going to sell him that and that.
Only the best for you.
And we've made some money real quick. We didn't make very much money, but we did make a little bit. So now we have 16 silver, 107 copper, and we can actually buy some stuff like that. So I'm going to buy the helmet,
Please come again.
and then I'm going to equip the helmet. You will spend a decent amount of time just killing these dumb zombie guys. Now, one of the other things that a lot of people will do is they'll come up and they'll pick up this stuff as well. So sometimes you need to loot quickly. Sometimes people are trying to steal your stuff. And of course, you have to worry about weight. We're going to butcher that stuff real quick. Now, one of the other interesting things is when you've got something open, like the inventory was open there, it really messes with your mobility. So when this screen right here is open, you can't WASD normally, which kind of sucks, but all right, we gotta try and get this guy to I think I'm just gonna have to kill this guy. I'm gonna have to go heal up a little bit. Like I said, the combat on this is pretty clunky. And it's kind of weird how they do everything. But it is what it is, so you just kind of got to deal with it. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of stuff on the ground, so I'm just going to pick this up. Because I have no shame. I will gladly steal somebody else's loot. Now I am over encumbered, so I've got to butcher this stuff real quick. I'm very heavy. Now, having done that, though, you'll see here, it's kind of hard to see, but I have 14 clade points so far. Now, as those points get up, once you get to a certain point, it'll give you the ability to sell something, sell the points in, and get a skill up. Give him that, that, and that.
Thank you.
And we made a gold. Not too shabby, so we're going to buy that, that, that. Don't remember if we need the left arm as well.
Only the best for you. Please come again.
I'm going to put some armor on though. Alright, now looking at what we got, The sword we have a steel short sword blade with heavy hilt. Does 5 points of blunt damage, 6 piercing, and 8 slashing. So that is a slashing sword.
I have what you're looking for.
There are also other weapons that you can get. This is a better sword here. We're going to buy that. We're going to buy the axe.
Welcome back anytime.
Then we're going to equip that sword.
Let me show you.
And we can't
Welcome
sell
back
that one.
anytime.
Alright. Now we've got a better sword. This should go a little faster. Oh, I totally forgot to actually sit down. So we're going to sit and rest for a moment. You will do this a lot too. It takes quite a bit of time to rest up as well. And when there are a bunch of people here, it's actually kind of hard to find stuff. So what I'm actually going to do here, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that these people are just leaving the corpses behind. What they tend to do is they tend to pick up the heads because the heads are actually part of a quest. And they think that since the heads give you 10 silver apiece, that they're worth more. But these guys, when you break this stuff up, you'll make more money off of the corpses than you will off the heads. So a fast way to make money, a faster way to make money is to actually utilize the corpses. Alright, now I gotta try and... There's one. Oh, missed. Oop. Ouch. Damn it. I don't want to die. So I'm just gonna kill her. Not the best place to sit and rest because they will come get you. They will come get you.
У белого. У тебя магии больше. Сейчас, погоди, даже гляну, сейчас, секунду.
Now there's also a voiceover, a VoIP, so you're gonna hear some other people talking. And I'm pretty sure they might be able to hear me too. I might need to turn that off.
Да, все, я был неправ, у него силы столько же, но он жирнее.
Alright, gotta rest up for a minute. Now you can see here on the inventory that it gives you the weight. I'm carrying right now 110.5 kilos, and I can only carry 52.27. So that's why I'm over encumbered. This weighs 77.79 kilos as a carcass. When you butcher it down, though, we're at 110. Now we're down to 49.81, so we're much better off there. We are still very over encumbered, which is going to reduce our stamina dramatically. And we can't move very quickly, so it's a little problematic. But I do like quick, easy money. So I'm going to slow walk of shame over to the vendor. Now, when you transfer from Haven to Mirrorland, the mainland, you can take 6 items and 3 gold with you. That's it. So you do have to bear that in mind. You're not going to be able to make lots and lots of gold here. And then just like take it all with you. Now, one of the other things you can do is cook, but don't think we can cook here.
I have what you're looking for. Only the best for you. Nice talking to you.
All right. Oh, can't turn it down. More slow walk of shame.
See what I have for you. Thank you.
All right, well, we're doing pretty good on cash. Really can't argue.
Nice talking to you.
What I'm going to do here, though, guys, I'm going to go ahead and rest up. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks again for all the love and support. I'll be back with some more Mortal Online. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification, get notified every time I post new content. Till next time,
Hey, fella. With who you talking about?
go kill your own damn zombies.